of New York Courthouse, Wednesday, June 18th. Day 26? Day 26 of the U.S. versus Sean Combs trial. And for 3 days in a row, we've been saying that Brendan Paul, Diddy's drug mule, would be testifying. And in fact, it keeps getting delayed because yesterday, a lengthy cross-examination of Officer Penland, Special Agent Penland, who was basically testifying as to a chart, but Diddy's lawyer, Tenny Garagos, decided to use the opportunity to tell an alternative story of exhibits and text messages not used in the chart, and also to once again show the some freak-off videos, to the jury with their headphones on. These were not shown to the public. Now, speaking of public, yesterday, Judge Subramanian took to task both sides' lawyers, saying, who is it that leaked information about the second juror? We're not even going to use the juror's name because the judge is incensed, apparently. And again, I don't mean to, I've covered him for a while. I covered him when he first came to this court. He's a very hardworking guy. He used to sit in the back of courtrooms observing how other judges did things. But I'm not aware of other judges in SDNY who say that the press can be threatened for reporting things not say. He allowed the prosecutors to make a threat and said, send me a letter. I don't know if they ever did because nothing is getting docketed. We continue to report. And all we can say for now is that there's a second juror issue. Juror 6 is off. And Juror 6, we covered his voir dire. He's a corrections employee. That's why he had to say that he lived in the Bronx. Who knows where he lived? There's a lot of things going on. All I can say is we covered him and you can find him. I think he may have been 58 in the pool. And again, these are all public things. We don't know his name. If we knew it, we wouldn't report it. But there's a second juror, and it's all being done under seal. And I think it's a mistake because I think, from what I see from people out in the world looking at the trial, it's leading to a lot of, I don't want to say conspiracy theories, a lot of doubts and questions that could be resolved if you just did everything on the record, absent the juror's name and address.
Hello, and good morning, and welcome to the Sean Diddy Combs trial on The Tracy Show. Well, guys, it may not be court today. Brendan Paul was supposed to be testifying today. I'm not sure if a juror is missing or if Brendan did not show up, but let's get into it. Judge says, I don't see how we can proceed today. Asa, it is more than one-day thing. Judge, sounds like a one-time thing, Mr. Agnifilio. Could we have a sealed sidebar so I can ask questions? Asa, fine, sealed. So they have a sidebar. And was it where the juror who, after juror 6 was excluded, was the subject of yesterday's threat to seize and search cell phones? Would this be a time to switch a second juror to alternate? They are still at the sidebar. 9:04, they are back. Judge, very good. We're going to inquire further into the juror issue. Meanwhile, some exhibits have been flagged. D-Rocks, Mr. Driscoll, Combs lawyer Driscoll. There's no foundation. This is one stop. Driscoll, in the absence of proof that is one stop, it is not relevant, Judge. It is obviously a rug transaction. Ms. Steiner, with whom is this exhibit to be used? Asa, no particular witness. Even if it's not one stop, there's much about rugs. Asa, the second chat is about 3 bottles for price. Judge, if you had someone who would testify this was one stop's number, but I've read this. It's some kind of transaction, but it's not reference to rugs. Asa, we may have another exhibit that could establish this. Judge, okay, we'll see. Ms. Shapiro, in the defendant's request to charge, the issue is raised about how the RICO predicate should be addressed. Let me refresh your recollection. Request to charge will be addressed. Judge, anything more before we end? Asa, let me pull up the exhibits. Judge, I'm looking at 432. Seems it links the number 7333 with one stop. Mr. Driscoll, it still can't be taken to refer to Ruggs. Judge, what does FB stand for? Asa, football. The shape in Miss Ventura said that perks were yellow. The defendant's chats with one stop are not hearsay. That applies to the D-Rock chats as well. Judge, that doesn't address what Mr. Driscoll says. Asa, a 432 is a longer chat with reference to Ruggs, including yellow footballs. Judge, why don't you send that to the court? Will that be docketed? I'm still not sure of if this is because a juror is missing or where's Brendan? Or is it both? It could be both. I'm going to keep you updated to see how this ends. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I wish I could go live with this. I wish I was live with this. But I had to start over. For some reason, I cannot recover my old channel. So please, guys, like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. Like. So I can at least start going live. Please. I think I need at least 50 people to go live. 50 subs to go live. Oh my gosh, I'm so upset. I had just reached that 4,000 watch hour mark. Had over 1,200 subscribers and boom, gone. I had really good content on that channel as well. So I don't know if I have to do all that content over and bring it over here. I'm not sure. But it's very, very upsetting. Very upsetting. Judge Aaron Subramanian is a judge that Diddy picked himself. I didn't know you could pick your own judge, but I guess if you got money, you can pick your own judge. There's still nothing. I will keep you updated. If you're listening, subscribe and like. This is one of the craziest court cases I've heard and seen. We have jurors that are being dismissed, not showing up. Every defendant is every witness or everyone that got up on the stand is a co-defendant. Things being leaked out. This is crazy to me. They need to have a mistrial and start all over because this is a mess. Now we have the assault case going on with Tyler Perry. It seems like we may not have any black performers or executives or producers left soon if they keep getting in trouble. Okay, update, guys. Update. Today, the trial is adjourned due to vertigo juror. Tomorrow, it's for Juneteenth and Friday will be a shorter than normal day. Well, what a convenience for Diddy. The day the mule is supposed to come in, there's a juror with vertigo. So let me give you the update again. Today, the trial is adjourned due to vertigo juror. Tomorrow, it's for Juneteenth, and Friday will be a shorter than normal day. Alrighty, so no court today, and I was waiting on Brandon. This was the part I was waiting on. But anywho, it's God's plan. All right, guys, again, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Like, share, comment, subscribe, so I can get my watch hours back and be back as a profitable YouTuber and a excellent YouTuber that I know I can be. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on.